Hello everyone, today our group Toàn, Trí, Riya and Arya will present to you how the sustainability marketing influence to the firm. We're gonna analyze the ethical tension between firm size, sustainability goal, fair trade coffee in the United States from Howard and Jeffrey 2013. There are some discussion about the supply chain management, eternality, innovation, fair trade, and firm size. Firstly, I will review the basic knowledge about the sustainability marketing. According to Bell and Batchet 2009, sustainability marketing involves many activities to build and maintain the sustainable relationship with customer and also the environment and society. Organizations try to create a long-term relationship with the customer instead of short-term. The concept of SM is basically is the integration of conventional marketing thinking and process and social and environment criteria. The goal of SM are to deliver and increase the customer value, social value, and ecological value. SM can provide a guide to company to achieve customer satisfaction and also take responsible for society and environment through planning, coordinating, implementing, and controlling all the transactions in the market. In addition, SM will be seen as a success when the use of goods or service in that way not only satisfy the customer needs and wants, and also to minimize damage of environment and society. Because some research show that the activity of advertising partly involved in for damage environment. Just SM have to behave like a role of agency, connect the production and consumption also with the framework for environment operation. There are some arguments in this article that the large firm size have difficult to achieve the sustainable goal because they always deal with high transaction and short cost that involve time and money for looking the huge number of suppliers and customers. However, the trend of sustainability supply chain management can provide a lot of benefit to the company. For example, to enhance their reputation, image value, and so on. The key to achieve the SSCM is effective risk and opportunity management. There are two sides that organizations that have to take responsible. First side, companies have to create a commitment with supplier in the sustainability factor such as child labor, working conditions, and so on. And in addition, companies have to make sure supplying following the social and environment criteria. The other side is consumption. Customer, media, and other organizations always ask for confirmation about the sustainability aspect in all styles of supply chain. So the company should reduce the negative impact and increase the positive effects. For instance, the optimal way to making customer know your product are sustainable is labeling certificate sustainability on this, such as eco label. Furthermore, sustainability-oriented opportunity is just based on the search for innovation relating what could be improved and should be done. The most sustainable product will through the process of identify sustainability problem and choose the best possible solution linked with customer expectation and market strategy. Therefore, the company with more small or large size should apply the SCM strategy to create the value not for the firm but also for the society and environment. So let's move on to Ken to talk about the externality and innovation.
Thank you, Toy. My part will talk about the externality and innovation for many tension in US coffee industry. For the externality that's involving the many factors like the environment, technology, human resource, and society, uh, both the externality factor both in category into dimension that's in negative and positive. To discussing about the negative aspect, according to Howard and Joffrey, they talk about the negative externality like that. Uh, the negative externality that's from the failure of the market that accept the organization, privatization, the profit, and socialization harm or profit. Uh, for example, the many organizations will provide to the employee the unhealthy working condition to because they spend a lot of money, they spend a lot of capital to invest on the technology to increase the benefit for the company. The last illustration for the externality factor that is pollution in coffee industry. The main problem of the wastewater is emerged like the main like the main major in procedure the coffee bean of industry. Many the mill waste the water to the waterway that cause that make change in the biodiversity, and otherwise manufacturers use the outdated technology to manufacture the coffee bean that used a lot of money than usual. For that reason, to enhance the sustainability in external factor, many company can use the update the technology to enhance the energy use in the industry, and the effective moreover they can improve the strategy for the organization behavior. As mentioned before, the larger firm they don't have the commitment for the sustainability because they focus on the profit and so they ignore on the value for the sustainability. But in reality, the larger company have more capacity and have more capital to perform the sustainability, but they don't have a good performance that. Nowadays, the innovation in the entrepreneurship is the important thing and like the requirement for the company to get the sustainability. In the conventional the business, they just only focus on the profit and benefit, but they don't have any value for sustainability. So, but nowadays, the innovation, especially in the sustainability factor, that is like the requirement for the company. For many suggestions, they can use investing for the new technology with sustainable function, and they also can get a partnership to have more strong power in the sustainability.
I'm going to deal with the key point, fair trade. For that, what is fair trade? Fair trade is mainly based on tackling poverty and empowering producers through the trade. Moving on to the definition of fair trade. Fair trade is an organized social movement and market-based approach This fair trade key point mainly focuses on 2 points, which is that one is empowering developing country and the other one is promoting sustainability. This movement makes sure that people that produce the product in developing countries get fair pay for their work. Okay, now moving on to the question, why buy fair trade products? There are some points for that. Number one is fair. When we buy fair trade products, it results for the better treatment for the workers. Number two, workers get a fair pay. Number three, it is environmentally sustainable. Number four, can help less economically developed countries to develop more. These are the major 4 points, and yet there are yet another things which are contribution to the sustainable development. It is an effective alternative to the development aid, helps to reduce poverty, helps to improve working conditions in majority of the world, and it also leads to value for money. Price differences are often small, and also the highlight of fair trade products are it has a high quality products. So these are the reasons why we say that why should we buy a fair trade products. With that, come to my end of the slide. So that I was trying to say that there are mainly 2 key points for fair trade, which are empowering the developing country and promotion of sustainability. So next key point, firm size, will be dealt by Anuja.
The next key point is the firm size. There are small firms and large firms. Small firms, they have very less influence on sustainability because of the size of their firm, whereas the large firms, they have quick and more impact. But sometimes there is more contribution to sustainability by the small firms because they are more advanced than the large firms. The positive effect is that small firms can grow into large firms if they innovate and they expand, whereas the large firms have positive and negative effects. The positive effect is they can contribute minimum to obtain the sustainability goals, and the negative effect is that sometimes they contribute their sales and purchases only to publicize. Whereas the small firms, they have no ability to handle the supply chain and deal with the retailers, and the large firms, they have difficulties in dealing with the supply chain because of the higher cost. The small firms, they need expansion, whereas the large firms, they need innovation in their company. One of the example of the large firm is Starbucks, and the small firm is GNCG. Now let's move on to the conclusion part. Conclusion: offering the service via fair trade gives possibility to reach sustainability goals because it gives security and cost paid for the company which it invested in the coffee market. The commitment to the fair trade maintains good supply chain innovation and ensures sustainable goal in the firm.